everyone, ooh, got a little light. Today I'm going to show you guys how to make glitter vinyl. So this is just regular vinyl that I have glittered. It's really simple, but I know a lot of people don't know how to do it, so I'm going to share how to make your own glitter vinyl. So let's just go ahead and jump right in. Guys, it's going to be a little shaky because I'm just going to hold my camera instead of grabbing the tripod. But here I have my design. It is the length and the height I want, but I want to do a red and green diagonal stripe. And so what I'm going to do that is I'm not going to do it all on camera because it's going to take a while, but I'm going to duplicate it. So now I have two of the same design. And I'm going to go into the contour feature down here. And I'm going to zoom out so I can see everything, or zoom in actually. And I'm going to, so let's say this one's red. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in the diagonal and contour out the red stripes. So, and then I'm going to skip one and I'm going to do the same. And what I'm going to do by doing this is, that way I'm going to waste a little bit of vinyl because it's going to cut like this. Ooh, missed one. But it's going to cut that and it's going to leave that diagonal there. So that way when I'm applying the glitter, it's not gonna, I'm not gonna have to be super meticulous, or I'm not gonna have to individually glitter each thing. I can just glitter the whole strip of vinyl, if that makes sense. So I'm gonna go ahead and just do that for all of it. And then for this one, I'll show you real quick. We'll do the same thing. And instead of contouring this first one right there, since we contour, that one's going to be red, we're going to contour the other ones out. So instead of doing this one, because we deleted that one on this one, we're going to do that second one. The first one that we skipped is going to be our first one here. So I'm going to go and just contour that line. And I'm going to do every other line for each one. So that way when they're done, I'll come back and I'll show you, and you'll see that they line up right. So I'm going to go ahead and finish that, and I'll be right back. All right, so I'm back. I went ahead and contoured everything. So like I said, we're going to go ahead and make this one green. So look, they're all green, and the color does not matter. I'm going to end up changing these back to black, but just for visual reference to show you guys what I mean, I'm going to change it and put them together. So now we have our red and green, and when you see, sorry, I don't have my mouse, but when you see I put them up here, if I can, there we go, I was looking in my camera, but you can see we have the diagonal stripes I wanted. So ignore the dogs barking in the background, they're just being dogs. But yeah, so now you can see, so what we're going to do is I'm going to separate them out again. And I'm going to make them black just so they cut easier. I don't have to have two different like mats. I can just cut them all on one mat. And we're going to click Make It up at the top. And then look at that. There's our two different things. So I'm going to space them out like this. So that way I can put my red vinyl and my green vinyl. And I will show you guys when that's done. So that way, as we're applying it, we can just apply all the reds and then apply all the greens. And that way we don't have to individually place all these little, I'm going to call them scales, these little scales to make the roof. So I'm going to go ahead and cut that real quick, and we'll be right back for the glittering. Alright, so as you can see, I've totally moved. This is what we have. Sorry about the crazy lighting, but hopefully you can see that the scales are here. I'm not going to weed it just yet because I'm going to glitter it first. That's going to make it easier. So we're going to go ahead and just work on one at a time. This one I want to be red. Don't ask me why, I just do. They're literally going to look the same. But I just have a large paddle brush and a little medicine cup of Mod Podge because I don't want to get glitter in this on accident. So I'm going to use this instead. So that's just a little, I don't want to say tip, but like something I've learned over time. And I'm literally just going to paint on to the vinyl. Normally I would use Fairy Magic, which is a special adhesive, but I forgot to bring it with me. So I can't. Mod Podge works just as well, but basically you're just like you would a cup. You're just glittering the vinyl so that way it's glitter. You don't have to worry about trying to put the shapes on the cup. You don't have to worry about any of that. So now I've got a nice thin layer across all of it, and I'm just covering the whole strip of vinyl, which is why you don't want to weed it yet, because you're going to weed it right after, which I forgot my weeding tool, but hopefully I can do it with my fingers. If not, I'll have to go grab it. But yeah, just a nice thin layer over all of them. I'm making sure I'm getting all the way to the end, so that way all of it gets glittered. All right, and then before it dries, I'm gonna go ahead and grab my glitter. I'm gonna be using this one. This is called a Twilight. This is from Fairy Tale Glitter. Please ignore the dog. And you're just gonna, Addie. She barks at anything and everything, so we're gonna move that out of the way. And I'm putting probably way too much glitter on, but that's okay because we're gonna just dump it off. Yeah, so there's that. This is just a super ultra fine red. That is what the Twilight collection is. I'm gonna just make sure, I wanna make sure I covered every piece in glitter. I did this on white vinyl because this is going on a gingerbread house. And so if it's a little blotchy, it'll look like snow. But you can see I'm just kind of tapping off the glitter now. All right, so there's that. And I'm just up here and I'm just tapping off any excess. All right, I'm gonna set that to the side for a second. You don't want it to dry too much, but I wanna get my glitter out of the way. So I'm gonna dump my papers real quick. And I'm gonna dump it back into my container because I don't want to lose any of it. All right, and I'm not going to worry about everything. Before I do the green, I'm going to really clean off the papers. All right, now I'm just trying to weed with my fingers. But as you can see, there we go. So this is just scraps. This is just trash. But yeah, that's how I glitter vinyl. So I'm going to give it one last good shake. Just like that, and you're good. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the green real quick. I'm gonna go ahead and clean this up real fast and then be right back. I went ahead and just kind of cleaned off my area, put the red glitter away, and then this is just sitting here still, so it's just over here on the side. I'm gonna go ahead and do the Mod Podge part for this green one. And once again, I figured I'd just show it twice, just so you guys get a good feel of it. A little hair. There we go. But if you're doing this and you really, like if you're doing a color glitter and you really, really, really want to guarantee it's that color, I would do a similar color vinyl. So in theory, I should have done red vinyl and green vinyl. Since I'm making it for a gingerbread tumbler, I don't mind if it's a little patchy because it just kind of makes it look snowy. So, and I have a ton of white vinyl, so I would rather use white since I keep a ton of white on hand, but I don't keep a ton of red and green. So now it is glittered, or now it is Mod Podge, and we're just gonna, once again, dump this glitter all over. Please ignore her. Adelaide, it's okay. All right, I'm we're just gonna, like I said again, just kind of tap it all off. Okay, there's that. She's very vocal, so I'm sorry about that, guys. Hold on, let me see if I can get her to stop. Okay, I just kind of yelled at her name a couple times, so I think she's stopped. We'll see. I think the male's here, and that's why she's barking. But go ahead and try to tap off a lot of this glitter. Yeah, I think I hear the male outside. She's an Australian Shepherd. She's my mom's dog, and she's very vocal. You notice my dog is not barking. He's not quite as vocal, even though he's a German Shepherd. But yeah, so there is my vinyl. Or here is my glitter I'll put back. These glitters are awesome. They're for the like fairy magic method or like the tack it method. I have a video on that on my channel, so definitely check that out if you're interested in what the super ultra fine glitters are really for. But they are super pretty colors too, so I thought they'd be good for this. All right, once again, I'm gonna try to. What are you doing, Addie? Crazy girl. All right, and once again, I'm gonna, and I go kind of slow just to make sure I'm not missing any pieces, because if you are, you want to try to catch that now so you're not missing a piece later. But yeah, and once again, this is just trash. You probably could save this or cut it or do something with it. I'm just gonna throw them away because I can just easily remake it if I need. So there's that. But yeah, and then here is the vinyl. So I'm gonna move these papers out of the way. Gotta go shake them out above the trash. But yeah, so here are the vinyl, the new glitter vinyl. And what you would want to do with this now is just make sure that it is dry. So give it a little bit to dry. And then shake off all this loose glitter, just whatever comes off, and then seal it with a clear sealer. You should be able to use transfer tape and put it on your cup or whatever you're working on. I'm making a gingerbread house, like I said, so I'm going to be working on that tutorial, so hopefully it'll be up soon, but I figured this is just kind of a quick, easy one so you guys can see, and I'll show you guys what the sun right there is actually quite nice and helpful right now. But yeah, these are super holographic. This is Twilight Forks from Fairy Tale Glitter, so it is like a light green, and it's holographic. And then this one's Bloodlust? Yeah, Bloodlust. There's two reds, and it's a red holographic, so they're very pretty. But yeah, so there is that. I hope you guys enjoyed this quick tutorial. If you have any questions, let me know, but yeah, make sure to seal it with a clear sealer, and you should be good to go. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!